NPL minor semi-final. Edgeworth up against Lambton, and we're underway here at Spears Point. I think it really sums up. Everyone seems a little on edge out there at the moment. Obviously, big stakes on the line as we see Danellen take a strike from range, bounces up nicely for Conway. But it just seems edgy. Pardon the pun on Edgeworth. Yellow cards. 2 yellow cards will mean a missed game. This ball's pulled out in front. Opportunity here. And struck into the back of the net. Matt Cahill onto the score sheet. Just made it look casual. He's just trotting forward and finished. Too good for Ben Con on the ball. He's been very busy early on, Lockie Griffiths. Crosses it into the box, looking for Cahill coming at the back post. Cahill, he's got a second. It wasn't pretty, it wasn't textbook. It took a deflection on the way through. But Lambton Jaffas have this one in both hands. They lead 2-0 after 16.5 minutes here at Lake Macquarie, here in the minor semi-final at Lake Macquarie Regional Football Facility. Here's Griffiths again on a good strong run. He's got space. Into the box. Goo over the bar. Another chance to extend the lead even further, and you would.
I've been watching him over the past few weeks, and he's a very loud captain. And having him out on the right here early on, just interesting to see how he progresses.
Here he is now. Winds up from range, takes a deflection off the back of the shoulder of Langlois, and Woweries and Harrison will be the likely targets, you'd think, in there. Beats one, can't beat the second. Harrison gets a little nod on it, but will have a goal kick, and why wouldn't you be looking for one of those two targets when they tower over the pack? And curl it around and look at that top left postage stamp. Langlois, an option the other way. No, Waller it is, tries to curl it in. Conway reads it like a book. Howitt gives it off to Fayers. It's picked off by Goo. Griffiths takes a strike. Doesn't really challenge Conway. He falls down and takes it. Gets things moving quickly. On the line, looking for the pace of Cahill on the outside. Identified a mismatch there. Goo's there. Cahill thought he might have had a hat-trick. That might have been, on hindsight, it might have been better. Topple Stanley there. Atadi thought about a shot. Driven from range. Over the crossbar. Tapped away. There's a fingertip from Kennedy. That had to be close. Kennedy. Brady down the line on the right flank. Crosses it into the box. Bolton's there. Nods it across the face. Uncontested. Lambton dodge a bullet there. That looked. Well, Stanley blocks it off, and now here goes the man on a potential hat-trick. Cahill working some magic. Goo wide. He's got Cahill back in the pocket with him. Is that where he'll lay? No, he takes a strike himself over the crossbar again. This one much closer from Goo to take on the space. It's offered to him. Slices between two. Finn outmuscles him though. Langlois, can he get the ball for Griffiths? Will he get a strike away? He does. Well saved. Conway, outstretched left boot, pushes it across the byline. It'll be a corner. Out. He can get the touch here. Runs away from his supporter, finds him again. Danellen racing down on the right. Takes a strike across the face. Wasn't far. Now a crucial turnover. Cahill. Finn's with him. Can he find an avenue for his partner? He can. Will Finn take a strike from range? He does. That's not going to have enough power on it, though, to threaten the goals of Conway. Pack. Bond nods it on. Archie Finn, I'm not quite sure what that was that he was trying, but the Jaffas, they're here to play. They head into the sheds leading 2-0 in the minor final. It's win or go home for both these sides. Lambton the upper hand heading into the second stanza, and they straight away push forward with some. Cahill cuts in. Crosses it into the box. Goo with a strike. Parried away. Langlois pushes it over the bar. You felt he just had to tap it home and it would have been a third, but he blazes heavy over the crossbar. And the score remains 2-0 early in this second half. Backman drives it in low and flat, headed on by Goodman. Misdirected though to broad an angle. Forward now, opportunity. Taylor's at the back stick. Takes a strike. He really got underneath that a little more than he wanted. Right idea. Execution not quite on the money. Nick Curran just floating out off the edge of the 18-yard box. They go the short corner here. Rodwell. Now they cross back on the second effort. And it's headed back. Harrison gets his first of the year. And all of a sudden the cat is set amongst the pigeons. It's 2-1. The Edgeworth Eagles reduce the deficit here at Lake Macquarie. Wide. Brady's been busy. Up against Goo here. Crosses it into the box. Goodman plays in the back of legs. Opportunity over the bar. That was a half chance for Van Haar, and it was a certainly congested box at wide. Taylor's been busy since he's come on, and here he is again on the edge of the 18-yard box. Goo's there. Will he wind up and take a strike? He will. Tries to feed it through. What a dive. Nice and calm. Nice and strong, Conway. Understandably emotional about the challenge that the referee one already had as Goo pushes forward. Krakenthorpe will take a strike. Deflected. Jordan Goo ices it here. He gets a third for the Jaffas, and you'd have to think that will be enough to send the Lambton Jaffas to the push. A few more raindrops come in. Lays it back to Waller. And the referee blows for full time. And the Jaffas roll.